So I decided to do a podcast and dedicate it to one of my favorite celebrities, musicians, heroes, whatever you want to call it. That is Tom DeLonge. Now I'd like to think with my intelligence that I'm above the average fanboy teeny bopper. I mean, I'm in my 20s, for Christ's sake. I've been following Tom's music and career since 1996 when Dude Ranch came out. This was way before he became a pop sensation and altered his music from punk to pop punk. In fact, when I found out Blink-182 had two other CDs released before Dude Ranch, I remember running to the music store and getting them too. Actually, Blink-182 was the only band I refused to ever download illegally. I had to actually hold a copy of their CDs in my hand physically. Blink-182 was my first favorite band and remains a band that for me I could only describe as having influenced my life so much, and I'll always remember them as my gateway to new bands who can never copy their style. I remember when I was hospitalized for 6 months in 7th grade, I used to listen to Adam's Song to get me through those days. I cannot begin to describe all those summer nights growing up where my friends and I would be playing video games with Blink-182 playing in the background. In fact, I always had Blink-182 playing in the background of almost everything I did growing up. Though their music itself isn't the best, they are amazing performers and can somehow make sounding awful live actually very good. They were funny, cool, talked to the crowds, and they knew how to put on a good show. Now, like all Blink-182 fans, I was sad when they broke up, or whatever they did, hiatus, whatever they call it, which is sad in itself because those guys had been friends for a long time. But I was happy to hear Mark, Tom, and Travis would still be in different bands. I told myself if I pretended still Blink-182, then everything would be alright. Mark and Travis went to a band called Plus 44, which is not bad, but Tom went to a band called Angels and Airwaves, which is far superior in my opinion. And this is where I noticed a profound change in Tom DeLonge. Never before have I seen someone grow up and mature so fast and convincingly than Tom DeLonge. The same guy who 7 years ago was talking about penis and oral sex on stage and singing about fucking dogs and asses, is now singing about serious issues and has become very professional. It's like a totally different person. I mean, does he even look back at videos of him performing in Blink-182 from 7 years ago and laugh? What does he think? I always liked the old Tom, but I think I like the new Tom even more. He still isn't one of the best singers live. In fact, I think he sucks live. But his songs from Angels and Airwaves are very uplifting, inspiring, catchy, and overall very good. I always felt comfortable hearing Tom in his voice. And yeah, I know that sounds kind of gay, but seriously, almost anything he produces or produced or sings about I like, or I can learn to like after a few listens. And it's been like that since I was 11. Again, I'm just so amazed at the transformation he made from Blink-182 to Angels and Airwaves. And I hope he's around for a long time. And if he actually hears this, I hope he smiles. I guess everyone has to grow up sometime. I mean, how would you like to hear a 30-something-year-old man talk about penis? The act gets old. He used to be the kind of guy I'd want to talk about beer and vaginas to, but now I actually want to sit down with him and have a conversation about life and philosophy and psychology and stuff like that.